Morning. Okay, so I'm just going to do this real quick for you. Okay, so I start with my brush, and you want to make sure that you squeeze all the product out of the dropper and then shake it up good so that it's like evenly distributed because it settles. Okay, so then once you've done that, I'm just going to squeeze 3 drops onto my brush, just like that, and then put them on my face. I do my concealer second because I like to highlight under my eyes. You could do your concealer first if you want.
Hi, Mom.
Real quick, Brookie, okay?
Hi, Mom.
Okay, and then the same thing on the other side. I put primer on, which I know you don't have primer right now, but I always say that. I forget I'm making it just for you. And then, so that's it for the foundation. And you could probably even use that blush brush to do it. You can use your hands. I wouldn't even know where to start to use my hands because I never used my hands before, but you could. Okay, so then that's it for the foundation. My brush, I need to wash my brush.
Bye.
So then for the concealer, if you're doing under eye bags, which you really don't have, but if you want to try, you just have to go bigger. Yours are very small, so you wouldn't have to go as big as I go. Mine are very big. And I just dab a little. You can use your fingers or a brush. I use a brush, but you could easily do this just with your fingers the exact same. And you don't want to rub it in though. You want to leave it setting on top of your skin. If you rub it in, then it's just going to be gone. It's going to be on your fingers or your brush. So you don't rub it in, you leave it sitting on top. And then you got to take some kind of little sponge. Where's my sponge? Like this. I use an even smaller one that I bought at Ulta, and I'm just going to wet it just a little bit.
Oh no, Mama.
And then I dry it off a little bit, and then you just tap to like blend in the edges. Okay, so that's it. It's wet, but I dried it off, so there's not water getting on my face. The water in the sponge is to keep the sponge from taking the product off of your face.
Can I film this?
Hold on, baby. Okay, so that's it, which I did a not fabulous job today. But I go over mine with some sort of a powder like this. If you have anything like this that's like a little bit lighter. I usually use something that's like almost white. It's inside this product, but you can, any kind of translucent powder, just to like set that concealer. You could also just probably go back over it with your foundation brush because, you know, our foundation turns kind of into a powder, so that would probably work too. So that's what I would try for you first. Use the brush that you used on the foundation. Don't add more, but just go over it. If it's just for like little spots, you could just put it on your finger, the concealer, and just dab those little spots. I would still use some sort of a sponge to go around to just smooth the edges and then go over just a little bit like that with the brush. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have questions or you're confused.
Bye.
Love you. Have a good day. Brooklyn.
Bye.